I am not thinking in romantic ways. I am telling the story where I am strong, telling the story where I have no past, just a future and a gun that points the way. The magic of others is cast aside like a tarp in the wind. I am telling the story where I am no heroine, no villain, just a terrible fact. In the story, I can burn the skin off gods, and I can outlast the errors of this earth. Find a purpose in this tale that cannot be denied. So, what if you screwed up? You'll screw up again. It'll be horrible, and then it'll be better. You won't die, though. Sorry. The only way out is through. In 5 minutes, you can make most anything better. Better enough to breathe and stop inventing reasons. Can't move. I'm not afraid anymore. The piping, shrill, nasal inner voice that indicates she has plans and all of them go to shit. Sure, dear inner critic, I have plans and want things, things that my circumstances do not warrant, things I am not trained or prepared for, things that I don't have any way of getting, especially when I refuse to acknowledge that I want them. I'm human. It's okay. It's a funny sort of time, brain-wise, on this material plane, so here's the magic. You can think about how marvelous it is that you are not actually, currently, on fire. You're not dating anyone, but you're not on fire either. Not drowning in a vat of formaldehyde, so you're one up on Miss Laura Bow, too. It's not entirely shabby. You have a lot on your mind. There's no need to torment yourself for not being at chipper kitty status right now. You can be sad and grouchy and introspective, itchy in your own skin. You're at some crossroads right now. You don't need to gaslight yourself and say you're not feeling it because you're scared of how deep you could feel it. You're a bright girl. You're gonna get the help you need as you need it. You're gonna look up. Remember this. Every single time you swore it was the end, it wasn't. So self-care, self-care, self-care. Take a bath, shave your legs, get your hair done, light a candle, make your bed, clean the counter, pick out your clothes, get some extra sleep, write a poem, do your makeup, go shopping. Change the assumption that you are wearing your dying clothes and move. All this that you're going through is not so difficult nor time consuming that you cannot take a few peaceful moments and reflect back on this one single day, this infinitesimally small slice of all reality. So make this carry the universe inside itself, because of course it already does, and your prodding will not improve matters. We agree the bad mood and the mindset will change. Besides, being not exactly when everything in you wants you on lockdown, wants you at quota, wants to take the knife and measure you flat against the lip of the cup, is a victory. For me, I'm going to stop dragging myself through the worst possible scenarios. They almost never ever come to pass. And even if they did, I can survive it. I have survived things that have knotted me up for months. I've been brave in so many ways, so many times. Nobody benefits from me hurting. Nobody thinks more of me or more about me, or taking on all the pain that I can reach. Doesn't take it from anyone, doesn't ease anyone else. It just hurts me. So, get back in that body. Get back down in that body. Come out of the clouds, the air, the houses you maintain, and the places where you are not. Get back out the ice pick. Start swinging at this fortress of solitude, these walls of glass and ice, these vines, these briars, thorns and all. Get back on that horse, and if it's eyeing you ruefully and aiming for its feed bag, get back on the wagon. Get back on the Sunday night express. Tell the same story, but mean the words more this time. Don't leave anything out. Don't let it fester. Pour the bleach, dig the weeds, bend down and rattle the solipsism where it lives. Detoxify the shame of past failures. Throw everything out into the fresh air. Push back on the poison that calms, pacifies, that stirs up all the doubts oxidizing below the surface, brings their sharp and rusty edges and drags them down your throat. Say no, no thank you, to the idea that things simply are the way they are, terrible and frightening and out of all human control. Something being understandable doesn't make it any less of a cop-out, as it is always impossible. Some days you find yourself lying in bed, slipping in and out of one plane to fall through another, never quite or total, always elsewhen, waiting for someone to turn around the corner and say, "You, yes, you." I've snuck into the locked places of your heart, and I've seen that you are my one and only. On one of those days, get a little perspective, a little distance from the frazzled Ouroboros of your brain. Get a visitation from the land of good sense. Faithful light says, without judgment, that will never happen. That cannot be. Change, like magic, has to be fed by action as well as will. So she lays her palms flat on the formica, faces you, warm as the sun, not a drop of judgment in her glowing face. What do you want to do? Avoiding elsewhere's clutches is always reaching grasp. I say, I want to do. And she nods. It is a shared approval, shared self-knowledge. We start with 5 minutes. We leave the realms of possibility and nail down some productive action. Whatever you want, whatever it is that you need, whatever its size or shape or purpose, turn back on that clock. Set it right in front of you. Listen to the metronome and know that your life is in every tick and every talk it is spending even now. For me, I'm walking about the small case of who knows what might happen. Out of the shadows of insistence, someone flew a little flag that says she can't count me out yet. I might like you. I don't know you, but I might. Here's what I think. Think that you are loved. You can do more than you do. Especially you can do more rest, more self-compassion. You can let yourself enjoy that passing of time rather than cowering behind it. You can turn off the internet for a minute. You can make plans. It's loud, big plans. You can hinge your hopes on your effort and not keep pinning them back on themselves. You are worthy of the self-trust. Even if you've wasted all the rest, you've got a fresh morning coming right into your hands. So don't make fists. It's been a story whispered. If you like this, found it useful, have any comments, I'd love to hear them. Likes and comments and subscriptions, they're great. Wish you well and catch you next week.